Hey y'all, what's up? Your girl's back. Always holding it down. Always giving y'all the real exclusive, the real content. Always giving y'all my perspective, my feedback, my thoughts, my advice. And I want you guys to continue to have an open discussion with me on certain topics. And don't be afraid to speak out about what's going on in the world. This is a topic that I always want to discuss. And let's get right on to it. I want to discuss about girl groups. Alright, y'all. We already know the girl groups from each generation. We know about the girl groups before, and now, as I'm witnessing, I'm seeing a lot of potential from what I see right now. As far as girl groups, we know the TLCs, we know the Destiny's Childs, we know the In Vogues, we know the SWVs, we know the 702s, we know the Blaques, we know the Xscapes, we know the 3LWs, we know the Danity Kanes, we know the Pussycat Dolls. Excuse me, I was gonna butcher up their name. Timeless. And if I forget to mention anyone, guys, that's why I want you guys to let me know and comment below, because it's time. It's time for another, not just another successful girl group. I want more successful girl groups. And now I'm seeing the potential of successful girl groups in this generation. I grew up with Destiny's Child, and I grew up with TLC. Now, I was born in 1992. Around my age, I didn't get to, because I was so young, but I knew TLC, they were already out. Destiny's Child, they were already out. Xscape were already out. 702 were already out. You know, SWV was already out. And Vogue was already out. All of those iconic girl groups and and the Spice Girls. I can't leave them out. The Spice Girls. Now we're getting right now to this climate of up and coming girl groups. So don't mind me with this balloon. The balloon is just whatever. It's my belated birthday, so this is my birthday balloon. Y'all been seeing it in the video. So if y'all see my previous videos, y'all see that balloon floating. So that's my belated birthday. I just turned 24. So happy belated birthday to me. So let's get back to the nitty-gritty. So I'm seeing the potential. And I've done research. I've done keeping up with current events. I've been keeping up with the current girl groups that have the potential of being the next great girl group. I've done a couple of reviews on June's Diary. And June's Diary, and this is why I want June's Diary to be an example of another successful girl group. Not just another successful girl group, but for people to understand and embrace an all black girl group. Okay? And it's happened before. I talked about TLC and Destiny's Child. I've talked about In Vogue. I've talked about SWV. I've talked about 702. I've talked about 3LW. Countless. And June's Diary, I'm very, very supportive of June's Diary, because June's Diary, they have the look, they have the package, they have the talent, they have the stage presence, and they can sing. They have all of these elements that represents what a girl group is supposed to be. And I'm telling y'all, guys, support June's Diary. If you're a June's Diary fan, like myself, support June's Diary, because right now they're out. I know, of course, we all know they emerged because of the BET Chasing Destiny show, and now they're currently gearing up to release this EP that we're all been waiting on. So whenever they release this EP, I'm telling y'all need to check out June's Diary. Another group that I have been supporting, I go hard for, is Ceraadi. If you guys don't know who Ceraadi are a 3-member girl group. They're sisters. They're from Iowa and they moved to Los Angeles, California. Ceraadi, they put out records like That's Bay, Favorite Song, whatever. They have also been on Christina Milian's Turned Up, a reality show, which I will get to later. There's some things that I want to get off my chest about that, as far as I'm concerned with them. So they're very talented, and I follow them on Twitter, and they follow me back, and we've communicated and stuff. They're so cool. They're so talented. They have the overall package. Their names are Zaire, Zuni, and Imaza. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And recently they put out their new record called Saint Nick. You guys want to check out more of their music, they put out Saint Nick on their SoundCloud account. So they've been putting out music on their SoundCloud and stuff like that. Ceraadi, they're talented. And Ceraadi, some, the fans, and I've been going on their Instagram and I've seen them, their photo shoots. I've seen their image. They're like youthful, but they're youthful, fun, and they want to talk about real stuff in their records, and I'm all down for that. Some people have compared them to TLC, which I think, of course, that's a great way to pay homage. And TLC, of course, is one of the iconic girl groups of all time. Okay, if you talking about girl group, TLC better be on your motherfucking list. Okay, so I love Ceraadi. Who else? There's this other girl group named XO. They're another 3-girl band group. They're pretty cool. I like some of their records. I've checked out some of their songs, and they're doing their thing. You also have another girl group, Blushhh Music. Blushhh Music is another girl group formed by themselves. I've been doing research on them, but they've been forming together. Matthew Knows, he signed them. Matthew Knows. So we already know who Matthew Knows. I'm not going to go do all the research. Y'all know who Matthew Knows is, which you already know. So that's another girl group. I like them. They follow me on Twitter. They're doing their thing. They put out, what record did they put out? They put out a record called Old School Back, and they recently put out a new record called Cinderella. So check them out. Great overall, talented, stage presence on point. They're a 3-trio girl group, 2 rappers and 1 singer, which is interesting because we're used to the singers as like 2 singers and 1 rapper, but they're so cool. They're so innovative, and they have their own style. I like them. I dig them. Who else? It's this other group called DMK. DMK is another girl group. They're from Detroit. Talented. They can sing. So those are the ones that I'm naming right now that up and coming right now. They have potential. I cannot leave out another girl group, which is really messed up, and it's unfortunate that they didn't get to be still continuing on the journey together. They disbanded. If you guys have heard of the OMG girls, I love OMG. I love the OMG girls. They put out a couple of records. They were on a screen tour a while back, a couple of years ago, and recently, not like that long ago, they disbanded, which I think was really messed up and unfortunate. But I understand. But I think the issue is the consistency, and this is the issue. My criticism about OMG girls. The OMG girls, I like their image. It was the issue wasn't the image, it's just the consistency. And Tiny, she's of course she's one of the original members from Xscape. Tiny was, she was molding them to their own, unique look and their own sound, artist development, all of that good stuff. Tiny should have got them. They should have had an EP. They should have been dropping mixtapes. We know it's Zonique, Beja, and Brianna. and they just decided to disband, which is fine. They're doing their solo projects. I'm digging their solo projects. It would be nice if they want to, you know, it's because it's not too late for them. They could, hell, if they want to. I'm not saying they should, but I really would like them to be back together, because, you know, to be honest, and that's why I talk about these things, because this generation is lacking the appreciation of music and different artists. Because, man, growing up, I had a ball. I mean, you had 3LW, you had Destiny's Child, TLC, they were still doing their thing, you know, but you had all these, like, variety of girl bands, you know. And now, they're, I mean, they have potential. Okay, and now the current girl bands now, we got Fifth Harmony and we got Lil Mix. I can't forget them, so I'm gonna mention them. I've been checking out Lil Mix. I love Lil Mix. I'm starting to become a fan. I'm not saying that I wasn't a fan, but I've always liked them. And they've been compared to the Spice Girls, so that's another cool paying homage, you know. And they're original. They have their own style. They have their own swag. I love the record they just recently put out. Shout out to my ex. I love the video. I think it's cute. I think it's a very cool, fun, liberating record that, you know, people move on and stuff. I like it. I like it. They're talented. They're from X Factor. So I already know about Lil Mix. I've followed them for a couple years, and now I'm starting to become a Lil Mix fan. So yeah, I like them. Also Fifth Harmony. I'm not a huge Fifth Harmony fan. And to be honest, I'm not. You know, I love the fact that Fifth Harmony are holding it down for the girl groups. Don't get me wrong. Their music, to me, I'm just not digging as much. I think their music needs to be more, just more variety of elements. I think some of their music are the exact thing, like the production. And I think they can do more with, like, just pushing the, you know, different production and different sounds and, you know, stuff like that. However, Fifth Harmony, they're holding it down. It's just, I want my black girl groups to do the damn thing. They're already doing the damn thing. Currently, I talked about June's Diary. I talked about Ceraadi. I talked about Blushhh Music. I talked about XO and DMK. So these are 5 potential black girl groups that are out right now. 5 potential black girl groups. They're out right now. And I want all of them to succeed. I want all of them to thrive. Because the issue is, and I keep talking about this and I keep elaborating on this, I keep swearing up and down, people need to embrace black artists, period. And stop putting black artists in a box. And stop, this black artist trying to rip off this black artist. Stop. And that's the issue. It makes me angry. Because the way how the record business is going, and I have looked at other YouTubers' channel, and they talked about the exact thing I'm talking about. It's really frustrating because you got these black artists, they're so talented, they have the potential to really, really break the barrier and change the game and pass it on to the next generation, just like the generation before passed the generation to them. So I don't see, there's no excuse to why can't more than one black artist thrive? And it has happened before. It can happen again. I'm not saying, but it's just the selected few black artists, the selected few, the selected. You know, and don't act like y'all don't act like you know what I'm talking about, because not everybody support everybody. Not everybody support all the black artists. Okay, there's only a selected few, especially in the mainstream world. Because like I said before, you got these award shows, they don't acknowledge all the black artists. They don't. Only a few. It'll be about 1, 2, 5, at least 5. Hell, on an award show, hell, probably even what, 4 or 5 that's being acknowledged. But the rest, the issue is the record business, it needs to change. It needs to change. Because I personally, and I talked about, it's not the 90s anymore, it's not the 2000s anymore, it's not that era. Those eras are gone. They're gone. This is this is 2016 and here on out. 2016, and it's pushing from here on out. and I want to see greatness. I want to relive that again because I grew up in the era. It was about the music. It was about embracing all the different artists. So as far as girl groups are concerned, I want for, you know, girl groups to thrive and continue to thrive and continue to emerge, because hell, and I know and I understand, because you know I have respect for Frank Gaston and Kelly Rowland, and I love June's Diary. And I'm gonna tell you something, June's Diary, they need the support, because I watched every episode of Chasing Destiny, and I love the chemistry and the love the girls have for each other. I love they want to succeed together. They want to, you know, strive their goals together. And I love the communication. And I also have been keeping up with them. I've watched their interviews. They have nothing but love and respect for each other. And I really love them. I really love them. I want them to thrive. And I would love to go see them in concert, because they're so freaking amazing. You know, and it's amazing how you have artists that have it. They have the whole package. And we have to embrace them and we have to appreciate them. You know? And June's Diary, y'all better get together. Y'all, not June's Diary, I'm talking about the general public, because June's Diary, they're just that's what the representation of black artists and black culture, and being able to see a girl group from your generation thrive, you know. And I talked about Ceraadi. Okay, so I already talked about June's Diary in my other previous videos, so y'all know about June's Diary. So let's get into Ceraadi. Alright, Ceraadi, they're so talented. Ceraadi can dance. Ceraadi can dance. They're like the underground freestyle dancers. Their choreography is just so together, amazing. And what I like about Ceraadi, they don't want to be nobody but themselves. They are original to me, because I've looked at their photo shoots. I've looked at their stage presence. Google them on YouTube. Type in Ceraadi. It's the Ceraadi. So type in Ceraadi and you will see how great they are, because they're so talented. They've done, like videos of them dancing to Throwback to Miss Elliott. Oh man, they danced to Pass That Dutch. I'm like, wait a minute. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm a huge Missy Elliott fan, so you already know. They danced to Pass That Dutch. They danced to Beyonce's Formation. They danced to Rihanna's Work. What else did they dance to? They danced to Panda, Designer's Panda. What else did they dance to? And me personally, they have what it takes. It's just they need the right people. Okay, and before Ceraadi, they were on Christina Milian's Tina Turned Up, which I'm going to get off my chest. So be prepared, because I'm gonna have to turn to a Super Saiyan. So you guys like how I turn Super Saiyan? Because I have a reason to turn to a Super Saiyan. Okay, all right. So in one of the episodes, they was in a couple of episodes, Christina Milian was going to help Ceraadi, right? So Christina Milian, she and Ceraadi were working together. They was trying to figure out what they're going to do. She was giving them advice on the, record business and all that stuff, which is good. This is great advice, because she's been in the record business and she knows and stuff like that. She's had experience. The issue with this whole thing with Christina Milian and Ceraadi, I'm not saying they had beef or nothing. No, I'm just saying, I did not like that episode when they was on the studio, and then Ceraadi, they was being in the studio, do a record, and you had these producers. I don't remember their names, and I'm not even gonna bother to try to remember their names, because I don't know who the fuck they are, and I don't. So, but anyway, so the producers, and I guess they didn't have a connection with Ceraadi. something, whatever. And Ceraadi's mother stood up stood up for them, and the producer's like, y'all ain't got no record on the charts. I don't see your name on the charts. You not this artist and you not that artist. I'm like, hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. And their mother went off. She turned to a Super Saiyan. She was like, I'm not having y'all mofos disrespecting my children. You talking about my children ain't about nothing. You talking about they ain't. And that would make me angry because, first of all, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you a producer. I understand because we know, of course, the producers, of course, gonna work with the artists that are hot, popular, whatever the cheddar. I already got that. But you don't want your arrogance to get in the way. You got some producers now. Some of them are cool, laid back down. They're like, I'm gonna work with whoever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna work with you. We're gonna create something. All right, cool. You cool. And they was like, oh, y'all ain't got nothing out yet. Nobody know who y'all are. And Christina Milian she didn't stand up for them. To be honest, she wasn't even, and she didn't even try to intervene. And I understand, but she should have been like, she was like, oh, well, they're not really taking it serious. No, girl. You should have been like, you know what? Okay, y'all, listen. Enough with that. Let's see what they got. Let's work on some stuff. What's up with this fucking stupid shit? Oh, y'all you ain't on the charts. People don't know who you are. Oh, we've been working with. You might want to hear that shit. Because right then and there, that's telling me that you ain't, and that's the issue. And Christina Milian, she did not defend them. She just stood there. I would have been like, excuse you, you know what, y'all, we ain't got time for that. Let's do what we're supposed to do and figure out like what records that we're gonna create. Christina Milian didn't say nothing. And that made, and to me, that made me, it really rubbed me the wrong way. That she didn't speak up for him. You know? And I know, and I didn't like that. I didn't appreciate that. And then, and of course, they moved on. Christina Milian, it was a record that they didn't do. And she was like, well, I'm going to do it. And the issue with her, and I don't like that all that turned up bullshit because I don't like it. However, Ceraadi, after that, they continue to, do their thing and put out records. Ceraadi need to get management. Ceraadi needs to get the right management. Ceraadi needs artist development as well. I see Ceraadi, they are original. They just need artist development. And they also need, just to, continue to create records that are original and express themselves, because obviously they're doing the damn thing. They're not even signed to a record label. Okay? But they're doing the damn thing. They're putting their records on SoundCloud. And I love that, to interact with their fans. They're going to put out a record. They're going to put out their record. So I'm down with that. So Ceraadi, y'all need to get into Ceraadi. Because Ceraadi, they got to get with the right people. And you guys need to support Ceraadi. So let me get into who else? EXO, they've been doing their thing. EXO, they've opened up for Monica, the singer Monica. They've been on tour with Monica, so they've been putting out a couple of their records. What record did they put out? It's this record called Why Not. It's some other records too. I can't name the top of my head, but they're another girl group that have potential to be great. I really like them. I like their style. I like them. They have their own swag and stuff like that. So I like them. Alright, let's get into DMK. DMK, they're from Detroit. They put out EP. I can't remember the name of the EP at the top of my head, but go check them out. DMK. Type in DMK. They have a Twitter, so type in DMK. So they're talented. They can sing. Alright, let's get into Blushhh music. Blushhh music. They're so talented. They're so cool. Matthew Knowles has signed Blushhh music, and there are two rappers and there's one singer, which I think is creative. I think is really cool. something unique. They remind me like, okay, like Salt and Pepper, but now Salt and Pepper, they were a rap, they were a girl group. Don't get it twisted now. Girl group, yes. A band, girl group, yes they were. So I got to put Salt and Pepper up in there. They're up in there, the top of the girl groups. Yes they are. But there are 2 rappers and 1 singer. And I've watched some of their interviews. I've seen some of their performances. They are off to a good start. They want to be original. They want to be authentic. And I love how they pay homage to the greats. They've mentioned Lisa Left Out Lopez from TLC. Salute to her. She's a queen. She will always be a queen. I miss her too. Yeah, Lisa Left Out Lopez. They pay homage to Lil Kim. And it's so great to see these artists paying homage to the greats that paved the way before them. You know, it's great that I see that they're taking it seriously. And you know, personally, I just want my girl groups to thrive. Okay. You know, right now we got, well, I don't even like saying right now. Like, I'm just not saying like right now, like, oh, the rest of them not doing anything. No, I know Fifth Harmony and Lil Mix, they have their albums. Fifth Harmony, what album are they on? Are they on their 2nd album? I think they're on their 2nd album. And I'm sorry. I'm about to say Fifth Harmony again instead of Lil Mix. My bad. Lil Mix, they're going to release their 4th album, Glory Days, which will be released on November the 18th. I will check that album out. They're doing the thing, you know. But I want for my black girl groups to thrive as well, and I want for them to make a contribution to the record business because it's been done before. And you know, when I was growing up, I grew up with TLC, I grew up with Destiny's Child, I grew up with 3LW. Hell, I even grew up with Danity Kane and Pussycat Dolls. Now, me personally, I wasn't a huge fan of Danity Kane. I did like Danity Kane. Don't get me wrong. I like Danity Kane. I like some of their records. Now, some of their records were so fucking dope. Don't get me wrong. Some of their records, they're dope. They're cool. I just got used to growing up with my TLCs and my Destiny's Childs and my, you know, 3LWs. Not to be discrediting Danity Kane for what they've done and for what they did, because they did the damn thing, you know, Danity Kane. You know. Also the Pussycat Dolls. I love the Pussycat Dolls. Pussycat Dolls, they're another girl group that I love them, you know. So, and then somewhere in, I'm trying to refresh my memory, the gap of the girl groups, because Destiny's Child, we already know Destiny's fulfilled, what, 2006, 2005-ish, 2006, they start to, you know, go on their separate ways and do their solo projects. We already know about Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams. So got Beyonce knows, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle Williams doing their solo projects, which is fine. There needs to be a Destiny's Child reunion. I would like to have another Destiny's Child album and another Destiny's Child tour. I would love to see Destiny's Child in concert. I keep watching the Destiny's Fulfilled tour. The concert. I know that concert, man, that concert is one of the thrilling concerts. I would have loved to see them if I would have got the opportunity to go see them. I would have loved to see them. I keep watching their concert videos. They're so amazing. They will always be one of the best, you know. And yeah, so anyways, the gap. It was a gap. After the Pussycat Dolls disbanded, it was a gap. I think they disbanded in 2009, 2010-ish, 2009, 2010-ish. So they disbanded, and you know, it was like, okay, alright, what's up, what's going on, you know, and it just was like a silence. It was a silence for a couple years, like, alright, and then we had the OMG girls. They were emerging. it seemed like the OMG girls, they were on their way to being the potential. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, they disbanded with their separate ways. And they went solo. They put out Where the Boys At. They put out Baddie. They put out... Gosh. What's the last record? I have that record in my damn... I have that record. Boy, it's over. Okay. They pay homage to Jagged Edge. It reminisced that sound of that Jagged Edge. You know, the boy band, the black boy band Jagged Edge. Y'all know who Jagged Edge is? I love Jagged Edge. Where the party at? No, I can't forget about my girl. Let's get married. We ain't getting no younger, so we might as well do it. I'm trying. Y'all know who Jagged Edge is? Y'all know who Jagged Edge is? Oh, yeah. Those were my childhood days. But anyway. They just disbanded. And it was another silence. Now, here we are with the girl groups I mentioned. I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm not going to put one above the other because I don't believe in that. I'm not going to put, you know, and one against each other. I know June's Diary, because it's going to be on and popping. And I'm going to be angry. I'm going to turn Super Saiyan because I'm going to tell y'all. June's Diary going to have to really represent. They're already representing. I'm not saying they're not. They are representing. The general public need to open up and embrace June's Diary. Because June's Diary, they're so freaking... their harmonies. They be singing. They don't need no auto-tune. They sing. Singing. You don't need no auto-tune. And they be singing at church. The church singing, the gospel choir. Y'all been in church. Y'all know. You know what I'm talking about. June's Diary need to blow up. And I did my last video. I did June's Diary, releasing this EP. June's Diary, y'all need to go. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to mention the record label, Epic Records. Oh, and they also have another black girl group. I follow them too. They are BBB, which stands for $Billion Baby. $Billion Baby. They're signed Epic Records. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all about Epic Records, because I mentioned this before. I know one of my artists was signed on Epic Records, and you know, had to, you know, keep it moving, but this is not the video for my other queen. This is the issue I have with these record labels. These record labels need to get on the ball. These record labels need to get on the ball to promote these artists. Especially call yourself having a girl group or a boy group. You better be on the ball. Okay? Because, okay, I know Fifth Harmony is already on there. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't get me wrong. I respect Fifth Harmony. I'm not a huge Fifth Harmony fan. I'm not a huge fan of Fifth. Okay, I don't even like saying I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Fifth Harmony. Like, when I mean, like, I'm not like a Fifth Harmony fan. And that's okay. But I'm not knocking down Fifth Harmony, because they're doing the damn thing. It's just like some of their records, I just don't connect with some of their records. The production to me is, I think they can do better with the quality of like the records. But that's just my perspective. Now for y'all Fifth Harmony fans, if y'all fans of Fifth Harmony, I'm not disrespecting y'all. Keep representing. I mean, you know, and you know, but they're doing the damn thing. Alright. June's Diary and $Billion Baby are on Epic Records. They are signed to Epic Records. So they're what, two black girl bands on Epic Records? And I'm telling y'all something. Epic Records better do it right. Because I'm telling you, Epic Records, they have to promote these artists. they have to promote these artists. They have to promote them because it's been a while since we've had black girl groups thrive. Mainstream success. Seeing them on award shows, seeing them on the red carpets, seeing them dominating and representing and inspiring people and uplifting people. Their records touch people's hearts, and you know, I got a hands down. TLC, I'm a TLC fan. TLC records, when you go back to their catalog, they spoke some real shit. TLC, that's why they're the best. That's why they're the greatest, one of the greatest girl groups of all time. Because TLC, they wasn't no manufacturer, cookie cutter art. No. Destiny's Child. It's another one. So, En Vogue, another one. En Vogue. SWV, Xscape. I gotta keep bringing them. I have to keep mentioning 702, Blaque, 3LW, man. The list goes on. And this generation needs to have their own next potential girl bands to thrive and succeed, because it's boring. The record business is boring. And these award shows, don't get me started. These award shows are not thrilling. They're not exciting. They're dull. There's nothing. And I know when it's the nominations for the Grammys and for the, man, I'm already frustrated with some black artists that didn't get nominated for a Grammy. You know, they had the potential to get nominated for a Grammy, because I'm not going to mention their names, but you got the Billboard Awards, you got the American Music Awards. I'm telling you, these award shows, even though these mainstream award shows, they will acknowledge black artists. They'll only will acknowledge a select few. They're not going to acknowledge everyone. So that's why we have our own BET Awards. We have our own Soul Train Awards. We have our own I don't know, Essence Music Fest. Now the Essence Music Festival, I have thought it's not an award show. It's more of a celebrating the black artists and the culture and stuff. It would be nice if they put that. It would be nice if they did the Essence Music Awards, because since it's another platform for black artists to embrace themselves and embrace their art and, you know, just show off what they're made of, that's something to think about. I would like for the Essence Music Festival to have their own award show, like the BET Awards, because I'm tired of black artists they're just getting, it's just so frustrating, because I'm telling y'all, it's frustrating. It is frustrating, you know. And I personally, you know, I've been keeping up with music. I've been keeping up with artists that I grew up with, and I know that even with me as a consumer of music, I want to be able to connect with artists. I want to be able to, you know, relate with artists, and I want to go to concerts and stuff. So, you know, but yeah, man, girl groups need to happen again and continue to happen again. So I basically, you know, summed up as much as I can. Most likely I'll make a part 2 to this. And also, I'm gonna make more videos of my favorite up and coming girl groups, and I will be doing reviews, like I did a review on June's Diary for a couple of videos, so y'all know what it is. Y'all know I hold down all the June bugs. I hold it down for June's Diary, so y'all know I got love for June's Diary, and I will represent. And I will be going to turn to a Super Saiyan. If shit don't, I'm telling you, June's Diary need to put out this EP. I'm telling you, because can't be lingering for too much longer. They need to put out this EP, get the ball going, you know. And I want them, their debut album, get the ball going with that, so I can go see them in concert, so I can get slayed. Come on, y'all. We got y'all gotta make it happen. So yeah, that's all I want to say so far. You know, I mean, girl groups, they're important to the culture of music because they're a representation of, you know, women empowerment, uplifting each other, supporting one another, having love for each other, and inspiring people, no matter who you are, what you are. So if you can connect with people and touch people's lives, no matter what girl group you are, I don't, what your race, your background, if you connect with people, you're onto something. So I am digging it. So guys, what do you guys think? Is there any other girl groups, up and coming girl groups, that you guys want me to discuss or that I don't know about? Because those are the ones that I've been keeping up with. So share your thoughts, comment below, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate for you guys to comment on my videos, and I will continue to give you guys information, sharing my thoughts and ideas, because this is the channel for that. So I recommend people to tune into my channel. And yeah, thumbs up, and I'll see y'all later. Salute.